Well, go on, next people, my inquisitive crew. Let's have a quick chat about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I didn't think the show was anything particularly spectacular, but I thought it was interesting that they were filming the movie featuring Drew. That's Todd's new movie called The Pass. And I thought it was funny that he's actually getting his Tyler Perry on, because I was like, okay, I hear you on the budgets and, trying to cut the budget and save yourself some money. So doing some shots in the house. But in your marital bed? Like, seriously? I was like, ain't there no spare room? And I know they've got kids in the house and stuff, but ain't there no spare room that they could use for that? Because, boy. Anyway, it looks like Drew, did her thing and got her acting on. And it's quite funny to me because it felt like when, after the scene that she did, the sex scene, and then, the following day, her hubby comes to come and visit her in her trailer. I just felt like he was just on some smoke. Like, what's his problem? It's like he's got like a little... He's always kind of like dig at her and stuff. Like, I'm like, are you jealous of your wife? Like, what is it? Because even when he's talking about, when she's got movies to do, it's all chaotic, because I've got to do everything. But I'm sure if it was the other way around, she'd have to do everything. It's part of being in a marriage and, trying to balance things out with the kids and stuff. But anywho. Now, on to Sheree's sip and see. It was more like sip and find out, because there was a whole heap of information that was coming out. Because yeah, it was full of mix-up, to be fair. And firstly, you've got Drew, calling up Candy, saying that basically she doesn't want to come in the building because the whole issue with the assistant, Anthony, and the fact that he assaulted her, which is understandable for her not wanting to come into the party. So Candy and Monuta go out and visit Drew. And she further explains that, what happened and how Anthony took one of her shoes and threw it at her. So I think actually she was probably on the right mark there by not going into the party, because you can see that when Candy does try and speak to him, he's just going off at the mouth and he's there throwing shade at her when, he heard her name mentioned. So it's just unnecessary. So I really don't blame her for not going in and wasting her time. I just thought, this guy had a really bad attitude. But I thought it was interesting also that, Sheree had him there until she explained that basically it's thanks to him that's how she met Martell, apparently. Now, of course, the big reveal that no one was expecting. Obviously, everyone came to see Cairo's baby, and she is so adorable. The sip and see looks really fun, like really nicely decorated, like a fun event-ish. But I guess the big reveal was really about Bob and his additional daughter that nobody knew about. How is it that you felt that it was the most appropriate time now to come and reveal your daughter to your ex-wife at the baby shower, or the sip and see, sorry? So I'm just like, wow. And everyone was completely baffled about who this woman is, this Candice. I felt bad for her at first, because I was like, is that his woman? Like, who is she? You got Sheree talking about she pulled Martell in the picture because she's thinking, well, who is that woman in front of Bob? Like, Sheree, I'm sure she must know. I thought to myself, does she not know? Because obviously she looked like she was quite surprised. But at the same time, Bob has said that, and Candice herself said that she's been around the family. So clearly her son and daughter definitely know. So was Sheree just playing dumb or not? I don't know. Either way, it was an interesting situation because the girls' faces were hilarious. I mean, seriously, everyone was shook and shocked and just like, wow. So, yeah, I feel like that was more of the actual sip and see, or sip and find out, because, yeah, you found out that. But other than that, I didn't think the episode was anything particularly to write home about, yeah, that's it. What did you guys think? Because I do feel like Real Housewives is kind of drying up these days. It's been a bit Jacob's crackers, you know what I mean? Needs a bit of butter on it. Like, what's going on? But, yeah. That's all I've got to say about it.